I was supposed to surf. I didn't even surf. I just like would whip out my motorcycle and just start doing wheelies all over town. And thought I was like the wheelie master, dude. I was so sick.
All right, everybody, welcome back to But Are You Happy with Roger Berry. I am here with one of my buddies today, a Jackass star, stun man. He does a little bit of everything. Poopies.
What's up?
What's up, Poopies? What's going on, Poopies?
Not much. You made it, dude.
Dude, I'm back. We're gonna be staying down here. We're gonna be doing a lot of fun things down in California now.
Yeah, sick. Check out my new sailboat I just got.
Yeah, dude, that thing is sick. How much do you pay for that?
Like $500.
Dang, dude.
Yeah,
no title,
cheap.
right? You didn't get a registration with it.
Nope. Bro, my motorcycle just broke down this morning.
Yeah, so what happened with that? I was gonna ask you about it, but I want to hear it. What happened?
Bro, I'm like driving back.
You left here in the morning, and I get a call, and you're like, dude, where'd you park it? You parked it?
It's at the state park parking lot with no registration.
and expired license plates.
And we drove by it, and I forgot to see if it was still there.
You drove by
and I was like, oh, fuck, my motorcycle is back there.
That is fucking hilarious.
But yeah, the fucking chain fell off, and then it like was whipping around, and it hit the oil filter, and then it made a hole in the oil filter, and it straight was squirting like a fucking main artery oil.
Did you get it all over you?
Yeah, it's all over my shoe and shit.
Oh, fuck.
I called my buddy, Wes from Moto Trade, who gives me my bikes. I go, bro, what's up with this, dude? And
Have you had problems with it in the past?
No, it was running so good. And then the chain breaks, and then I called him up. He's like, oh, it kind of, wheelies kind of take a toll on the chain. I was like, dude, I didn't do a wheelie for like 24 hours. I wasn't doing wheelies.
No,
and it
you
broke.
did a wheelie yesterday. You fucking told me.
So I'm saying 24 hours.
All right, I'll give you like 16 hours.
16 hours.
I'll give you like 16 hours.
So my motorcycle's broke. That's like my freaking, like the only fun I can have.
Should we edit out that we're talking about your motorcycle in case your therapist sees it?
Oh, I don't care.
You just rolling on your
I
motorcycle?
shit on some fucking lady's driveway the other day with Danny Duncan, and she found out. She started laughing.
Yeah, that was epic to say.
That was your idea.
I appreciate you executing the idea because an idea is just an idea until somebody takes action, and I appreciate that because I think if Danny Duncan deserves anything, it's to be just treated with a little bit of goddamn respect.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Just a little bit of fucking respect.
Like
and you could have knocked on the door, and been a little bit nicer, And she has no idea how much money he has or anything.
Yeah.
Talking about he can't own the house.
She came to the door like, can I speak to the owner? And Danny's like, I am the owner. And she goes, no, can I speak to the owner? Sorry, I just ate. And like, she didn't believe that Danny was the owner because he's like a good-looking young kid, and like she's just fucking.
Well, he doesn't carry himself like a complete fucking
Allison's
asshole.
a bitch, dude. I'm so glad I pooped on her driveway. It was so much fun. I felt like I was like 14 again.
What kind of poop
in the
was
intersection?
It? What kind of poop was it?
Oh, dude, it was a runny one.
Oh, or like a really runny one?
Yeah, it was like a runny one where it's like it was kind of like dehydrated too. So it was like a dehydrated runny poop. It sounded horrible. It was fucked. It was fucked up.
So you how did you where on her driveway did you poop? How did you poop? Like what was going on?
So like we found her house, and then we like did a couple runs around it, a couple laps around it, check it out, and it was gated. So I was like, fuck, dude, we can't really like poop on the sidewalk as public property. So then I was like, wait, I can like fucking get a boost up to the little fucking gate, little fucking tower thing, and like lean over and take a shit over the gate. So that's what I did. And yeah, it was great, dude.
How far off the ground were you?
I was only like 6 feet.
So you skydove a poop into her driveway.
Yeah, it was great. And I was like holding on so I couldn't fall over. And I just let it go because like I ate Chick-fil-A right before and it went right through, dude. And I was like, boys, I gotta take a shit, dude. It was like happening. I was like so excited that like the poop was coming on. I had to like push it a little bit before to make sure it was like 100% coming. And then, yeah, I just let it rip right on her driveway. I hope she sees it, dude.
I hope she steps in.
Her grandson's going to like see the vlog and be like, dude, that was Poopies shit, dude. No way. He's going to like bag it up and save it or something. No, I don't know.
When you went to, with Danny and them, and you're taking a shit in this lady's driveway, so like you had to wipe at some point.
Oh, yeah. I like jumped down from the fucking tower and then like ran across the street with my pants down. And then like they had toilet paper for me.
Oh, you came prepped.
But I fucking wiped.
What did you do with the toilet paper though? Like
I threw it away.
Yeah, where though?
There's a dumpster right there on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Thank God it was trash day, so all the dumpsters were out on the sidewalk, and I just threw it away. But I fucking wiped down. You know what I mean? When you wipe down.
Why would you do that?
I'm just so used to wiping down. I don't know, dude. I've done it since I was a little kid, so like that's how I wipe. I wipe down. I think that's why my balls are brown.
Just because you just constantly have poop on them?
Yeah.
They're just caked on
just
there.
Poopy nuts, just fucking stained forever, dude.
So, I was talking with Poopies.
But yeah, yesterday. It was great.
I was talking with Poopies yesterday, and we want to see like what the Guinness Book of World Records is for the highest poop ever recorded, and see if maybe we can get on like a tall parking structure, or possibly a large skyscraper of some sort.
Why don't we just climb this fucking sailboat?
You listen, if you want to climb the sailboat, I will 100% film it.
Yeah,
if you take a poop from the top of that sailboat, I will be more than impressed. I would be more than impressed. So, you grew up where? I want to hear about this. Give me Poopies from like 0 to 12.
Okay, I fucking was in my dad's ball sack, and then he met my mom at this bar because fucking
get the fuck out of here.
What? Yeah, I was the fastest one, dude. Into the egg.
Yeah,
I was fucking swimming fast, dude. I remember. I was fucking swimming fast.
That's fucking hilarious.
And then I made it to the egg, and I was in my mom's womb for like 9 months, dude. And I was like, dude, are we getting out of here anytime soon or what? And then fucking this other fucking seaman dude was like, dude, we're not getting out of here. And I go, well, if you fucking be quiet, you can listen and you can hear her voice. So I knew I was coming out of the womb soon, So I came out. I fucking came out fast, my mom said. And then...
What's fast? Define fast.
Just...
Oh, so she just queefed you out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, bless her heart. But, dude...
Shout out Mama Poo.
Yeah, shout out Mama Poo, Robin Halverson. She's a legend. But so I came out of her puss, and then no, I shouldn't say that. Fucking, that's fucked up. I love you, Mom. So she had labor with old Sean McInerney in Redlands Hospital. It's some like crackhead town now. Okay. Like I don't like really recommend like going there, like living there. But yeah, we grew up in Highland. A little like community in Riverside, and I went to Highland Elementary, and then yeah, I started going to kindergarten and first grade and shit, but I fucking got diagnosed with ADHD when I was in kindergarten.
I'm fucking stunned.
Yeah, I was like jumping from desk to desk to desk, like yelling and shit, and the teachers were trying to stop me, but I wasn't stopping, so they called my parents, and they go, you need to come pick up your kid, he's jumping from desk to desk. And then I like had some doctor's appointments and shit, and they diagnosed me with ADHD. So I was on like Ritalin since I was on like in like kindergarten. I was taking 9 Ritalin a day.
Do you still take it?
No, I stopped in 4th grade because I was over it. Like it'd make me like a zombie,
How'd you stop?
I just give it to my brother to sell.
Oh, okay. So you were just like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I stopped. But then they would know. They're like, you didn't take your meds today. I was like, fuck the meds. Like I was so over it. But yeah, so I grew up in Riverside, and then my parents split up. So my mom and dad met at this bar in San Bernardino Valley. My dad was in the Marines, and he had a second job, and he was like the bouncer. So at the bar, when it closes, they would like invite girls to stay for after hours. So my mom was one of the girls that he invited to stay for after hours, and that's how they met. And then they conceived me, and yeah, and then they got a divorce when I was in 3rd grade because my dad was like raging too hard and she wanted him to stop, but he wouldn't stop.
What was he doing? Like drinking, drugs?
Drinking, drugs, like going to Las Vegas and like gambling all his money away and shit. And yeah, my mom told me this story like a couple months ago. I never heard this story before, but I guess like MGM Grand would like give my dad like money to gamble with and like get him a hotel room and shit. And I guess this one morning, like he shows up, like comes back to the hotel room at like 6 a.m. Comes back to the hotel room at like 6 a.m. And they're like, well, let's go get breakfast. And my dad goes, fuck, I don't have any money for breakfast. And my mom goes, what the fuck? Like, you don't have any money to fucking support your fucking family? Like, you just gambled all the way? So they got a divorce. And then my mom remarried to my stepdad, Scott Ellis. He's a legend. He still takes care of my mom, and they're still together after like 20 years or something. But
was that a really important part? Because I have a stepdad, and for me, I would say like my most stable parental figure was probably my stepdad growing up. And so like when your dad's going through that, how important was that role that he filled for you while your dad kind of fixed himself?
Yeah, my dad was definitely fixing himself at the time, and like it was a big role, you know. He like had to take care of these two kids that weren't even his, you know. So like I give him props for that. Like he didn't have to, you know.
Right.
But he took us under his wing and like taught us a lot and took care of us and took care of his family, you know. But I remember like my dad coming to pick us up for the weekends and they'd get in fights and shit. It was gnarly.
Damn, what would they fight about?
I don't know, dude.
Like your mom and him would get a fight?
My dad would probably start talking shit or something, and then my stepdad would like say like fuck off or something, and they'd start fighting.
Damn.
But that was really like traumatic, you know, like growing up seeing my dad and my stepdad fight, you know. It's kind of fucked. But they got past that. They like fucking made amends and shit, and then like yeah, and then we moved to Missouri after they were together for like a couple years, because my stepdad's family lived in Missouri, his mom and dad, my nana and pop. So we moved to Missouri to just live a better life and like have them, you know, like raise us in Missouri. And that was pretty badass, dude. Like I liked growing up in Missouri.
Where in Missouri were you?
It's called Carthage, Missouri. It's by like Springfield and Joplin, Missouri.
Okay.
It's when that big tornado was and it fucked up the whole city. But it's kind of next to the Ozarks.
Oh, okay.
So we'd go to like Table Rock Lake and shit for like vacation.
I feel like everybody knows where that is now because of that Netflix special.
Oh, dude,
and that's a great movie.
Bro, I was going to church
show.
camp in the Ozarks, too, with like 20 people touching my head, speaking tongue, like trying to make me speak tongue.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I went to a gnarly church growing up.
This explains so much. So tell me then, I gotta get into this with you. So I was raised Catholic, and I'm just not a religious person. Are you? Like, do you look back on that and go, okay, that really like distorted my image of religion?
No, I loved it now, because like
What religion was it?
It was like Methodist Baptist or some shit.
I don't think that's a religion.
Yeah, I don't even know.
That's two different religions.
It was like a cult, dude. It was straight like a cult, dude. But yeah,
that explains everything.
There was like only like maybe 30 people or 40 people for the church, and it was the same people. Like,
Poopies goes to church on Saturdays and Sundays.
Bro, I was there all week long, dude, because my parents were the deacons. My stepdad and mom were the deacons of the church.
Was it like Scientology, dude?
No.
Are you sure?
It was just like, you know how they dance around and put their hands up and shit? And they're all like fucking loving life. They're just like full of God.
Okay.
It was pretty rad, dude. Now that I look back on it, I was like, dude, I know a lot about like religion now, you know? Like not a lot of people get to like experience those kinds of churches.
Right.
You know? So it's like pretty hardcore. Like I'm like definitely like I could be a pastor, dude.
You should.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what are you waiting for then? Like you should, if you were a pastor, I mean, you could definitely change some lives.
For sure, dude. I could do it definitely. Like, hallelujah.
You would be really good.
Hallelujah.
You'd be really good. I think you would be good.
I'm not mocking God, but I love you, God. But yeah, like I really like believed in God after all those times I like almost died and I didn't. So it's kind of like there's definitely a God that saved my life, you know?
When you were growing up then, because you talk about like you believe in God and all that, so, and that's awesome. So do you have ADHD, you go and get on Ritalin, you get off of Ritalin, You're probably bouncing off the walls again. I mean, look at, you have trouble sitting still.
Yeah.
I do too. I'm the same way, So, but anyways, when did like the crazy stunts start? When's like the first time you were like, you did something and you were like, okay, that's great footage, or I'm just fucking insane, or whatever your thoughts were behind it,
Well, there was no cameras when I started doing my dumb shit, I just did it kind of for the attention and like to fit in,
Right.
Because I was like the misfit, So like I like moved. So after Missouri, I moved to Carlsbad, California in like 8th grade. So I moved to Carlsbad, California, fucking Bugle Boy, fucking short jean shorts, a Bugle Boy shirt, and everyone's wearing like Billabong Hurley and shit. So I was definitely like stuck out, like, who the fuck is this kid, And then like, that's when I was like, fuck, I gotta fit in, And I started like throwing pine cones at the vans and shit, like all the soccer mom vans. I started like throwing pine cones at the vans and shit, and like getting in trouble pretty young, And like, who the fuck is this kid? So like, I would come visit though. I'd come visit my dad in the summers when I was living in Missouri, and I met the local surfer kids, and like we became friends. So when I moved back to Carlsbad for good, they're like my fucking day one friends, So I hung out at the beach every day with them, doing dumb shit. I remember like the first dumb shit I did was like fucking take a shit in the street, and that's like how I got my nickname.
How old were you?
I was like 14.
So, you got this nickname early. So this wasn't even like, this is like beginning of high school.
Yeah. And like, it sucked though, because like, I took a shit in the street. We're watching Jackass. It's kind of a full circle. Like, we're watching Jackass when it first came out on MTV. Mm-hmm. And then that night, we're having a sleepover at my friend Charlie's house. And that, I was like all amped on the Jackass shit. My friends were like not too stoked on it. But like, I was pretty amped on it. And I was like, I want to do something stupid tomorrow, And like, tomorrow came, that day came. And I totally forgot that I said that. And my friend's like, bro, you said you're going to do something stupid today. I was like, oh, fuck. So I like was like, fuck, I got to kind of take a shit right now. And then my friend Ricky's like, bro, go take a shit in the intersection, like fucking right in the middle of the intersection. It was like a 4-way stop. So there was like cars and shit.
It was a busy intersection.
Not too busy. It wasn't too busy at the time. Like Carlsbad was pretty mellow at the time. And so I went to my friend's closet because I didn't want like my face to be shown or anything. So I got his old Halloween costume. It was a gorilla mask and gorilla gloves. And I fucking put that on. And then I'm like standing outside the intersection on the sidewalk for like 10 minutes because I was so nervous. I was like, fuck, am I really going to do this or what? Like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, And the fucking neighbors saw me because like a week before we dressed up like Mormons and went door to door. And like, we're going to preach the new world and shit, dude. Like, they already knew who we were. So they saw us out on the fucking sidewalk again. And they called the cops. So like, I didn't know the cops were on their way. So I went out, pulled my pants down, and I started taking a shit. And all of a sudden, the fucking cops roll up. And all my friends, like, bailed, dude. They, like, fucking ran away and got away. And I was stuck there, like, trying to stash the mask and the gloves so I wouldn't get caught. And I was just, like, got caught red-handed, So I got
the gloves in his hand.
Yeah, so
for real.
Yeah, so, like fucking, I got arrested. My friends like went back to my friend's house, grabbed the beach cruisers. I'm in the back of the cop car. They're like riding the beach cruisers around, like Poopies got arrested. That my name wasn't even Poopies at the time. Like my name came I think a couple weeks after. But then
how quick did the news spread that you took a shit in the middle of an intersection?
So it didn't even fucking. That wasn't even like the case. Like, rumors started that week at school. Like, everyone was like, why you like took a shit in this intersection? That's stupid. Because no one really understood, So the rumor started that I fucking shit my pants. And my friends fucking loved it, dude. They're like, oh yeah, they're fucking like saying he shit his pants now and shit. So like they like went with it. And then like they're like, yeah, he's the kid who shit his pants and shit. I was like, fuck this, dude. I was so fucking pissed. And then like this chick at the surf shop like said I smelled like shit one day or some shit. And then like she called me like poopy pants or something, and the boys fucking loved it. So my name became Poopies, dude, and I hated it. I was really bullied in high school too.
Yeah, so this didn't really help.
No, dude, it fucking sucked, dude. And I was kind of like the misfit, getting bullied, and my friends were my friends, but I feel like they weren't. You know what I mean? Like, they'd have my back in like gnarly situations. Like if I'm getting like beat up or something, they'd like come and like beat the other guy up. But like, they would fucking stop. They wouldn't stop calling me Poopies, dude. And I was getting so pissed, and it was kind of traumatizing, you know?
Absolutely.
Cause like I stopped going to high school because of that. I dropped out when I was a sophomore, and like my friends never stopped calling me Poopies, and like I fucking hated it. So then I was like, fuck, whatever. I gotta accept that name, I guess. And like I never got laid till I was like 19, because my name was Poopies. Because we go to parties.
So you go through having a, kind of a rough upbringing in the sense of like even you're dealing with your own emotional demons, and then
yeah, dude, I like got bullied every day, dude. I was so over it.
So what kept the creativity rolling then? Because like it's I think the hard part is like a lot of people will go through different things and they'll just end up listening maybe to what other people are saying, right? If somebody's constantly telling you suck, you're gonna start believing it maybe a little bit, right? So what kept that rolling for you?
Fuck, I don't even know. Like
why are we here now, right? Like
because my friends would they would laugh at me, you know, because they knew I was funny, but I was just doing it for like the attention, you know, so I could like be popular or whatever, you know. Like fuck high school, dude. That's like so dumb, dude. Like, if you're trying to be popular, it's not worth it. Like, don't do it. Just be yourself. And I just started being myself, you know? I stopped giving a fuck, you know? Like, I honestly stopped giving a fuck. I stopped going to school. I was just hanging out at the surf shop, smoking weed, fucking skateboarding. I just didn't give a fuck anymore. And I think that's what, like, made me, you know?
That's just you. I think one of my favorite parts about you, because ever since I met you, you can tell you're just a pure human being.
Thanks,
and I try every day for myself to be unforgivably myself, right? Like no matter what anybody thinks, right? I'm just gonna be me, and I think that's like one of your best attributes is you're just gonna be you all the time.
Thanks, man. Yeah, you know? I just gave up, you know. I was like, fuck it, dude. I guess I'm Poopies forever, you know. So I started fucking acting like Poopies. Yeah, so like I was like, fuck it, dude. And then the boys kind of like, I don't know, they just let me be me, I guess. And then I would show up to the beach and just want so much attention still. So I'd like do dumb shit. I remember like I took the beach cruiser down State Beach Hill, and I went off this like little like ledge, and I fucking launched like 8 feet, dude. And I just fucking boom, ate shit. And I remember like I ate shit into the ice plant and the grass like down below. And I remember like getting up and like looking at the boys and like smiling to see their approval. And there's all grass and shit in my teeth. And that's when they like cracked up. They're like, no way, there's fucking grass stuck in your teeth and shit. But like I was still like kind of miserable, you know?
When you're like, when you're doing these stunts and everything and you keep talking about how, you're looking for like essentially approval, right? Like you said, you just look over for the approval.
Yeah.
Is that like a hey, I want you to like me approval, or is that like a hey, I just want your attention on me approval?
That was like I want to be like one of the boys approval, you know?
Okay.
Like I just wanted to be one of the boys, you know? Because they all grew up there. I didn't grow up there. So they were already like kind of like established in Carlsbad, you know, as the boys. So I had to like fucking make a name for myself, and just that was how I did it. It was just do stupid shit for them. And it kind of like got fucking really like I was over it after a while, you know? Like I was like, fuck, dude, what am I doing, you know? Like I gotta do something with my life, you know?
And this is
I can't just hang out at State Beach all day and do stupid shit, you know?
How old were you at this point?
I was like probably like 17.
Okay.
I was a sophomore in high school.
Okay.
So yeah, like 17.
You were a sophomore in high school at 17?
I think so. 16? I don't know, dude. I don't even remember 16. High school, dude. I try to forget about it, dude. Honestly.
Well, I mean, I think too it's important.
I just remember the good days at the surf shop. Like that was the shit. Like hanging out at the surf shop, having the skate park. Like no rules, you know, there's no parents. We're like the Lost Boys, you know?
You love no parents.
I love no parents.
I
I try to stay away from home as much as I can. Like fuck rules, fuck curfews. Like, I just wanted to fucking be on the streets.
Well, you don't sit still. Even this morning, guys, we were getting ready here, and Poopies was hangry, and he's texting me. He's like, "Oh, where are we gonna do the podcast? When are we gonna do the podcast?" Yeah, and we're like, dude, we're gonna do it here. We're gonna do it at this time. And he's like, all right, let's go. Because you just don't want to sit down. And look, now it's hot. Everybody's bitching about how it's cold.
I'm like,
and now who's hot?
Well, you're so hot.
I'm not taking off Danny Duncan's sweatshirt, by the way. There's no way.
That's not Danny Duncan's, is it?
What are you talking? It's not. I mean, it's not. He made it. It's his.
Oh, it is
yeah,
his
no,
brand?
yeah.
I'm just giving shit.
We stole it from his house last time.
No, yeah. So like, I just wanted to fucking live my own life, you know. But you can't really do that. I don't know how I made it like into like what I did now, but I just like, fuck, I wouldn't work a normal job. I was like a laborer with the Mexicans like when I was 18. Like all my friends were graduating high school. And
did you have a job, or are you hanging out at like Shell gas station, Home Depot?
No. Like I had a job with. You know what I mean? I had a job. Like I was the laborer, because this guy who lived at the surf shop, he was the like forklift driver, and he got me a job, you know. And I like work really hard, you know. Anything I do, I'll work super hard. That's just how I am. I just want to make them proud, you know. I want to make the boss proud.
Okay.
So I had a laborer job for like a year, and then the forklift driver who got me the job, he fucking backed into a fire hydrant. Fucking water's going everywhere. He got fired. So they're like, fuck. I guess like Sean knows how to like drive the fucking forklift. It was a big pettibone, like heavy machinery. And dude, they put me on this fucking pettibone, bro. And I was like fucking driving the pettibone around, dude, like fucking putting wood on the houses and like all the like all the sheet wood for the roofing and shit. Dude, I was kind of killing it. And I was like, I became like a pettibone driver when I was 18, you know? Like no one does that shit. And then fucking one day they've got this new pettibone in, and I'm used to like putting on the hydraulic brake. And I guess this one, like, you have to put on the parking brake and the hydraulic brake. So then I had this brand new pettibone, and I go up this hill. I go up this hill to the bin to grab nails for the framers. Excuse me. And so I could, like, fucking stock up the houses. We were doing track homes. So I'd go grab all the nails from the bin, stock up all the houses so they're ready to just, like, plow them down, you know? And I go in the bin, bro, and I fucking come out of the bin, and the pettibone's gone. It fucking rolled down the hill.
Oh, you didn't secure the brake?
No. So, dude, it went off the road, down the hill.
Oh, my God.
And it took out this masonry wall, and then it fucking almost took out this fucking brand new house in La Costa. I was doing
How much damage do you think you caused?
A lot.
Really?
A lot. And then, like, the framers were on the roof, like, oh, bro, like, your fucking pettibone's down here, dude. Like, they're all, like, fucking tripping, dude. I see my boss in the truck, like, coming up the hill. I'm like, oh, fuck. He goes, what the fuck happened, dude? I go, I don't know, dude. Like, I fucking must have forgot to put the parking brake on or some shit. So he's like, all right, well, I'm going to have to let you go, you know? Which was perfect, though, because I already learned how to build houses. Like from the ground up.
So could you build a house right now?
Yeah, for sure.
A whole house?
Yeah, for sure.
Top to bottom?
Top to bottom. I know every step. You want me to tell you the steps?
Sure.
So
I'd love to hear the steps.
You gotta fucking...
Everybody, this is Building a House by Poopies.
Yeah.
This is not approved by any federal agency.
Yes, it is. FDA approved, dude.
Just so you know.
FDA approved.
Yeah. Perfect. EPA approved too.
Yeah. What's that other one too?
The house you build would probably be as safe as East Palestine, Ohio, right now.
No way, dude. I know how to build houses, bro. So you get the fucking dirt, right? You get an excavator. You make
the dirt, or the dirt's there?
The dirt's there. You buy the land.
Okay, there we go.
You buy the land. You get an excavator. You make sure it's all level, and then you fucking start with the rebar.
Okay.
So you rebar it up, and then you put like fucking 2x6s around the rebar. You know what I mean? And then you pour the concrete. Boom. And then you take the slabs of wood off, let it dry, take the slabs of wood off. Boom. You got your slab right there. But before you do that, you got to stick the rebar with the fucking thread in it, right? And the thread has to be sticking out like 8 inches. So you do that, and then you get all your measurements of the wood, you make all your cuts, bundle that up, and go put all the measurement, go put the fucking load of wood on the slab, right? And then you gotta get the plans, right? And you get the plans, and then you take all those measurements and you lay them out, so you have your fucking base of the floor. But on the side of the edges of the house, there's those rebar with thread in them. So you got to drill a hole in the wood, put it over the rebar with the thread, right? So you make the hole outside, and then you fucking come in, lay out all the fucking inside, and then you just nail it together, right? And then you get your 2x4s and you fucking start framing the thing. And then after you frame it, you got to go in and make sure every wall is fucking straight. So you do that with side 2x4s. And you fucking make all the walls straight with levelers and shit. And then you put up pieces of plywood so it all stays together. And then you come in after that and joist it up. And then you fucking nail gun the joist up. And then you lay the top floor. Boom, there's your fucking first floor. And then you go on with the second floor. And then after the second floor, you level it all up.
You're only doing 2 floors then?
Yeah, 2
floors.
floors.
You're not building 3 floors?
No. 2-floor houses, track homes.
Why not 3?
Because I don't know. You want to do 3? We can do 3.
I was thinking like 5.
You just keep doing the process.
That's it.
Yeah, and then after you, however high you want it, you come in with the trusses.
Then why get
And then you set the trusses.
Why are we not building a house right now?
Bro, give me the wood. I'll build it.
Dude, that would be sick.
Give me the
How long do you think it would take you to actually build a house?
With help?
Nope.
With professional help?
Nope, by yourself.
Oh, I don't know, like 6 months?
No fucking way.
Guaranteed.
6 months?
Yeah.
We should definitely...
If I work on it every day, bro, I could build a house in 6 months, guaranteed.
I think we should find somebody to sponsor a house building project by you.
Yeah, that'd be sick. And then after it's all the fucking trusses are set and fucking all the beams are put in and shit, then you fucking go and you insulate it. Or I'm sorry, before you insulate it, you got to wire it with electric. So you got to drill all these little holes in the frames, fucking wire all the shit up, so it's all inside the drywall, right?
Right.
And then you insulate it, and then you put fucking plywood, or you can fucking put drywall. And then you drywall it up. And then you put your light fixtures. Bro, I know how to build a house.
Okay.
And then, so I got let off from that job. I got put on unemployment all summer long. I was making $1,800 a month.
Okay.
From doing nothing, bro. So that whole summer, I was like raging so hard. Fucking blew all my money. And like, I had a house and shit that my dad got us. Got me and my bigger brother. So like, it was like the party house.
When you say you were like raging and everything, you mean you're drinking, you're smoking weed. We've talked about that. What else are you doing? Give me your introduction to drugs.
My first line of cocaine was at that house when I was 18.
Okay.
My friend Blister Baggins, rest in peace. He was like a little older than us. So he like was experienced with it. So he brought over like a bag of cocaine, and he like was lining it up on my dresser, dude. And somehow fucking Papa Poo pulls up hot, dude. Because he always pulls up and like checks on us.
You can smell that cocaine, boy. He was ready, dude. He knew it was up.
He like fucking pulled up, dude, and like ran in the house and like was trying to bust us drinking, but he busted us, dude, doing blow. And he's so fucking pissed. He told my friend Mikey B, he's like, get the fuck out of my house. Like, what are you doing? Giving my fucking son blow and shit. He's so pissed. And yeah, that was the first time I did it. And then like, so I thought like the effect from cocaine was to do it and like get all gnarly, you know? And so like we do cocaine and like go fight the other kids and shit.
Okay, so you were a fighter too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you now to this day, do you like to fight, or is it just not really a thing? But
no, because I got in so much trouble for fighting, dude.
Really?
Like, I had like gang charges and fucking like assault with deadly weapon.
Oh, tell me that story. What happened there?
Oh fuck, we were at my friend's house, and there's this chick that like kind of like used to hang out at the beach because she's like the older guy's like little sister. Ulysses Thomas, he's like an older guy at State Beach, one of like the founders of State Beach. So like his little sister was a lot older than us, and she brought over her boyfriend. Somehow she like found out where we were hanging out that night at my friend's house in Carlsbad, and like we were just having like a mellow night, you know. It was like me and a few friends, and they like invited her over, but she brought this fucking dude over, which was her boyfriend at the time, and he's like some big ass like muscle fucking jock kid or some shit, but like we didn't really know him, you know, and he like wanted to stay the night, and we're like, dude, you can't stay the night, like we don't even know you, you know. He's like, what do you mean I can't stay the night? And we're like, bro, you can't stay the night, like we don't know you, like you gotta go. And he's like, what? I don't gotta go. And he fucking reached up like he's gonna punch me, and like he flinched at me, and my reaction was just a punch, so I punched him in the face, and it was like fucking awakening the Hulk, dude. It didn't even phase him. And he goes, oh, and he goes, oh, boom, and punches me, bro, and knocks me out. And then my friends were like, oh, fuck no, you know? So, like, they started fighting him, and my friends got knocked out by him, and we're all, like, waking up from our knockouts, you know? And then my littlest friend, Gabe Garcia, little Beaver, we call him Beav, he's the one who, like, fucked him up, dude. We're like, what the fuck? Beaver's fucking him up. And then, like, we all, like, awoke from our knockouts, and we just fucking rat-packed him. And we, like, broke his jaw. We sent him to the hospital. Jesus. Like, he had to get his jaw wired shut and shit. And, like, I remember, like, we were trying to get him out of the house, and he wasn't, like, cooperating. So we're, like, trying to push him out, like, fucking punch him out of the house. And we all pushed him at once, and he, like, fell over the fence and, like, broke the whole fence, dude. And then we just kept beating him up all the way to the street. And his girlfriend at the time was like, stop, no, you know, she's trying to like stop it all, but we were just like so pissed that he like started punching us that we didn't give a fuck. We just beat the shit out of him.
So you got knocked out in that particular fight? Yeah,
in the kitchen, yeah.
How many concussions have you had?
Fuck, I don't know.
If you had to ballpark it, like how many times?
Maybe like 10 or 12, but like real ones. Like, you know, when you hit your head and you're like, all right, you like go to like darkness.
Better question. How many times have you been kicked in the nuts more or
I've been knocked out more than I've been kicked in the nuts.
Really?
Sure. Yeah.
Damn, dude. And I mean, you've gotten kicked in the nuts, and like, I mean, your nuts have taken a beating, bro.
Yeah. I mean, they try not to. They're strong as fuck. But yeah, I've been knocked out way more than I've gotten kicked in the nuts.
Poopies has strong balls, everybody.
But yeah, so she calls the cops, and she's like, oh, it's him. She all pointed us all out. And we got arrested that night. And they took us to jail. Oh, I remember they took us to the station. It was like a movie, dude. They took us to the station. We're just talking shit to the cops, like, fuck you, you fat pigs. Like, fucking go fucking die, you know? And they're trying to get more information out of us at the station, but we didn't talk. So they booked us in jail. And that was like the first time I ever went to jail. It sucked, dude. Vista County.
You're like 19, 20 at this point?
Yeah, I think I was like 22. Maybe 23.
Was college an option for you after high school?
Fuck no.
Not even a thought. Never was going to happen. So at that point in your life...
Dude, I took my GED, dude, 4 times.
So...
Like, I couldn't pass my GED.
But...
Like, the school was not there because I couldn't pay attention. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's necessarily, though, that you know... Here's another thing that you have to remember, though, with, like, the GED. And you definitely shouldn't be too hard on yourself about it because... Everybody learns differently, and I've spoken with like friends of mine who have said like the standardized testing and stuff like that kids have to go through, especially when we were in school. You know, it doesn't cater to everybody that has, like you said, ADHD. For people with ADHD or ADD, it's difficult, and I have it. It's difficult to sit and even like read a question and then process what that question is asking you, and then come up with an answer for it.
Yeah, I was like,
it's tough.
Learn it, but like after algebra, like I finally got my algebra down, and then it's like another algebra 2. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, there's no way I can do algebra 2, dude. I can barely do algebra. So I was like, fuck school. And college is like fucking way beyond that, you know? And I was just like, didn't have the money, wasn't motivated for school. I just wanted to surf, you know, and be at the beach. So that's when I got good at surfing.
Right.
So then I just picked up surfing, and like that was my outlet to like escape the world. It was just to be out in the ocean by myself with my boys, you know, just like trading waves off, you know.
And that's still probably a pretty safe space for you at this point, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like now that I'm like almost 60 days sober, like surfing's still my outlet, you know. Like I love to surf, especially when the waves are good.
Have you found it difficult at all since you've gotten sober or even prior to that, to find people that want to do events and hang out and do things that are that don't involve alcohol or drugs? You know, because like I feel like a lot of what
Fuck, not really, dude. Like,
you know,
dude, like all the young kids, dude. Like everyone wants to party with Poopies, you know.
right?
It's like, let's fucking party. What are you doing this weekend? Let's party, you know. And I would just get sucked into it. Yeah, let's go party because it was the attention still, you know.
Okay.
I'd get the attention from being that party guy, you know. And I was like the life of the party, every party, you know. So I don't know if I like felt like I had to do something stupid after I like was partying all night, you know. But usually I'm like doing something stupid,
Right.
you know. Either like a cake stand or like fucking taking a fucking beer bong of fucking Jack Daniels or something.
Damn,
you know?
really?
Yeah,
A
dude.
beer bong of Jack Daniels.
Bro, I remember this one party.
Dude, that's some
They had like a
do it shit.
They had like a fucking 2-story house and they had this huge 2-story beer bong. And my boys was like, do a beer bong. So I was like, all right. So they started pouring beer in at first. And I got down and I was like, what the fuck, dude? It's like tasting like hard alcohol now. It's all, and they start just pouring Jack Daniels down it, dude. And I kept going, you know, because I'm trying to like finish it. Bro, it was all fucking Jack Daniels, dude. And that's when I like blacked out that night. Fucking I think I ended up in someone's bathtub, just like so fucked. And yeah, then it was just like, and then I remember at this one party, I was so fucking hammered. And I drank a fucking bottle of peppermint schnapps, chugged the bottle, and I went fucking face, like stomach first down the stairs. You know how you go like boom, boom, boom down the stairs? Bro, I got to the bottom of the stairs. I was like, oh, I don't feel so good. I fucking threw up all over this chick's house on her white carpet. And it's like her parents' house, you know?
Of course.
So I get kicked out of the party, and it's freezing cold, and then I'm just like so obliterated. And then the boys just get out the hose and start spraying me with the hose.
Hold that mic a little closer to you. Are you good?
And then I just start getting sprayed with the hose, dude, when it's freezing cold out. So like it was gnarly, dude. Like I would just get blacked out and then just like sit there and just like try to recover from it, you know?
Was that your MO all the time? Where
Yeah.
You were like going to
Definitely.
parties and just like you go, because like I know how it is. Like you seem like you're a binger. So like once you start going, it's just full send the whole
Oh,
way.
definitely. That's when I like the disease took over, you know, alcoholism. That's when it like definitely took over. Because then I'd wake up and I'd start drinking again just to like fucking feel better, you know? And like I remember I was living at the surf shop.
What were you trying to? I don't know if you've identified this. What were you trying to feel better from? Right? Like what were you?
I don't know. I just felt like no energy. Maybe like I had no energy the next morning. I was like definitely depressed because I just fucked whoever's house up, and like all those bad decisions, you know, like hit me in the morning. You know,
right?
I'm like, fuck, what did I do? And then I don't really remember. So my friends would tell me, they're like, bro, you fucking like keyed this chick's car or some shit, you know, like did something that fucking harmed someone, you know?
Right.
So then like in the morning, I would just drink and try to forget about that, you know? Like drinking my sorrows away.
Well,
I
so
was
you're
like,
in it in the morning.
Yeah, dude, I was drinking juice. Remember when juice came out?
Okay.
So I would like drink juice in the morning, bro, just to like just stop like thinking about it, you know? Because once you start drinking again, you get back into that fucking party mode, you know, and you don't give a fuck anymore.
It's that second wind, man. You know how it is. Like you wake up the next day, you feel like shit, and then someone's like, "Hey, let's go out."
Yeah.
And you go out and you have like a drink or two. You're starting to feel better, or so you think. And then it just becomes this vicious.
Yeah,
fucking
then you
cycle.
just turn into a fucking maniac, sloppy ass drunk.
Did you ever go through like alcohol withdrawal at all? Like, do you?
Oh, for sure, dude.
No,
I couldn't stop.
Like a physical withdrawal, where you're like shaking and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'd like
How
try
long
to
was
sleep
that?
it off, dude. I try to sleep it off, and then like I couldn't. I like sleep into 1 p.m. You know, and I remember going through those times. Like some weeks would be better, and some weeks would be worse. You know.
Yeah.
And like I remember those weeks where it was really bad, where I'd sleep until 1 p.m., dude, and then I'd like wake up, shower, like I needed a beer, so I'd fucking crack a beer open in the shower, feel better, get ready, and then go to the bar.
Yeah.
And then it just starts all over again, you know?
Yeah.
And all the same Daryls are fucking hanging out, and they have nothing fucking going on with their life, so they're fucking drinking their fucking sorrows away too, you know? But I would take it to another level, dude, like such another level. where it's like, fuck, I hope Poopies doesn't die tonight, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it, like when I was younger, it got bad. And then we'd be hanging out at this place called Pizza Port, and they only served IPAs, you know?
Right.
So it was this place called the Bottle Shop, and like, fuck, dude, we would just like be drinking IPAs. Like, it opened at 5, we get there at 5 p.m., it closes at 10. So fucking 6 IPAs later, you're blacked out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
And I was only like 25, dude. Like drinking 5 IPAs or like 6 IPAs. And fuck, we'd get like, it was like $2 IPAs, dude. So fucking, it was the greatest deal ever. So we'd slam down our IPAs until we're like almost blacked out. That's where I got go to bed grum from.
Really?
Yeah, because we were so hammered. And my friends would start fighting each other. We're like, dude, go to bed, Grom. You know what I mean? Like, you need to go to bed, dude. Like, stop fighting everyone. Because that's what it was. We, like, grew up fighting and drinking, dude. Like, that's what our life was. And luckily, I'm not in jail or dead. You know what I mean?
You're a true Cali boy. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Like
that's when I moved to Cali. I was like, I'm going to be one of those Cali kids, you know?
You hit the nail on the fucking head, I think.
And then, like, I started surfing, skating, fucking fighting, stealing, doing whatever it takes to fucking ruin my life.
But you're still doing this.
You know?
You're doing these stunts in the meantime. I mean, there's video of you, obviously, I believe, rollerblading down the freeway.
Okay, so that was before the whole Hawaii thing. So after the construction job, I moved to Humboldt, and we'd go trim weed for money because I didn't want to get a real job. I didn't want to work construction anymore. Like, I worked at Pizza Port. I hated doing that, making pizzas fucking all night. That sucked. So fucking my friend Mikey B fucking was like, bro, I'm up here in Humboldt trimming weed, dude. You make $200 a day. We're like, what? $200 a day? Fuck, let's go. So I fucking went up to Humboldt and started trimming weed, dude. And that was another shit show too. Like, you go up there and you go up there, you know, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go up there and make money, you know, dude. Everyone's fucking partying up in Humboldt, dude.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You got like Reggae on the River, and you got all these like fucking concerts and shit every weekend, you know. And then every day we'd be fucking drinking our IPAs while we're trimming, you know what I mean? Listening to music, trimming weed, making money, and then like smoking tons of weed, dude. Like, fuck, you'd like be over smoking weed. We smoked so much. I remember like I was like trimming and like, see, I didn't trim that much that day, and I only made like $150 or something. Bro, I came up with this thing called $5 fly hits. So I'd take the bong and I'd get the dead flies from the window seal, and I'd fucking pack the dead flies in the bong, and I'd fucking like, and I'd ask them, bro, I'd be like, fucking, I'll smoke another one for $5, you know? So everyone like would hook me up, like, all right, we'll give you $5. So I get like 4 kids to give me $5 to snap a fly in the bong.
That's fucking.
So there you go, $20 right there. I'm like smoking a fly. I made $20. So I snapped
What
like.
does a fly taste like?
Oh, it's like metallic tasting.
Oh fuck, dude,
It's like the worst thing.
That is fucking disgusting.
It's like metallic
It's
tasting.
an atrocity.
But yeah, so every night I'd be smoking fucking bong rips of flies, dude. So I could make an extra like $20 or $50. So like fucking make up for the lost time of my trimming, you know? But so I did that, dude. Like,
I decided not to work a lot today, so I'm just gonna smoke some flies afterwards.
Yeah, dude, it worked.
To make up for it.
yeah, like there was like a little bit of smoke with like.
I'm gonna give you 50% 9 to 5, and then I'm gonna smoke some flies.
Yeah,
make some
dude.
money real quick.
Yeah, like it worked though. Like everyone wanted to see me do it, and like they're like, "Oh, this kid's gnarly," you know. But like, I was just trying to make money, you know. And
what's
like,
the nastiest thing you've ever smoked? I mean, obviously, we didn't stop it.
That's probably the nastiest thing I've ever smoked.
Yeah,
But like, no, that was probably it. But yeah, I don't know. Flies was the worst for sure.
So you're doing all these stunts during this time, Poopies, and like, at some point here, like, I mean, you seemed very content based on what you're telling me at that time with where you were, with what you were doing, making money.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, everybody wants to make more money.
Yeah,
and
so
want more
like I
attention,
had my
fame.
cycle. Like I'd go trim weed from like middle of August to like late October, and my goal was to be in Hawaii before my birthday. So that's what my goal was. And so like every year, like October 15th, I'd make sure I had at least $3,000 saved up and a ticket to Hawaii. So then I'd go to Hawaii with like $3,000 and I'd stay there for 6 months. Bro, within the first month or two, I'd be out of money. Call my dad, hey, can you send me money? I'd be out of money. So I would get jobs in Hawaii doing like fucking the worst jobs ever, like cutting down fucking California grass, like all day long. Like the gnarliest jobs ever, dude. Like straight laborer jobs again, you know? So I went back to laboring again in Hawaii. And then like I'd get by that, you know? Like it'd make ends meet, you know? Like I could eat. Luckily, I met my friend Jaime O'Brien, and that's who kind of like took me under his wing, you know? Like he's such a legend, dude, in like the surfing world. And like he kind of took me under his wing. He let me like stay at his house and shit, and like stay on the couch and shit. Jaime was like, fuck, dude, I feel bad for this kid, you know? Like I'm gonna help him out. So like Jaime fucking helped me out, and he put me on to his web series, and we started filming a season for Red Bull TV. And that's when I really like started doing my antics. Like that's when I started going ham in the stunts, you know?
When did you get to the point though, like with stunts? At first, obviously, you're going to be a little, I mean, I don't know, maybe not. You seem to go all out every time. Like if you're going to do a stunt, you go for it, right?
Oh, for sure, dude.
Was that always the case, or did you
I had to be hammered though. I would have to be hammered.
So yeah, that's what I mean.
Like I'd have to have a bottle of Jack Daniels or fucking like a 6-pack before I did my stunt, just to like numb the fucking feeling, you know? Because I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think of the outcomes of what's going to happen afterwards, because I could break a leg, break my neck, or drown, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd go into these stunts fucking hammered, and that's what kind of like how I survived the stunts, dude. It was the alcohol. But like it fucking sucked though, because then I'd be like, after my stunt, I'd think it'd be a big party, you know, because I like, oh, I did my stunt, like I'm fucking like celebrating now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then that turns into a fucking week bender. One stunt would be like a week bender. And then my friends were like, Poopies, what the fuck are you doing? Like I'd do dumb shit, dude. Like I remember this one time I was hanging out with the local Hawaiian guys, and they had a bunch of Molly, and we were eating Molly, and next thing you know, I'm like, oh, I love you guys. Here's some soft tops that are laying out in Jamie's yard that are his. They're not even my soft tops. And I gave away all his brand new soft tops.
How fucking pissed was he?
Bro, he was so fucking pissed, dude. In the morning time, he gets a call from like one of the like local guys. He's like, dude, someone's got your soft top, dude. And he's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how did you get my soft top?
Fucking Poopies.
Poopies gave it away, dude. All fucked up on Molly and like all hammered.
Do you like the name Poopies now?
Like, I don't mind it. Like, it's been my name forever. Like,
so no is what I'm getting.
No, not
yeah,
really.
No is what I'm getting.
Really. Like,
no is what I'm getting.
Sean's like my real name, you know? Like, that's me. I'm Sean, you know? So, like, I learned to put, like, Poopies and Sean like two different people now. Poopies is the kid who's in front of the camera doing dumb shit, you know? But Sean's like the businessman, the one who cares, you know? Like, I'm the son, you know, I got a mom, I got a dad, like I'm Sean, you know?
Right.
So like I learned how to like manage that, you know? But it was hard. Like at first I was just straight Poopies, you know?
Right.
Just like all the time partying, doing stunts, even though when there's no cameras, you know? But like Jaime taught me a lot, you know? Like Jaime taught me about the whole business thing. Like you only do that when you're getting paid for it, you know?
100%.
So like he taught me a lot about that. Like I learned a lot from Jaime. Like he's like my dad.
Well, it's not worth it for you, especially because some of the risks that you take are pretty intense.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like it's not like you're doing some like, weird shit. Even like even if something as stupid as getting hit in the nuts, dude, you get fucking really hurt.
But somehow I learned how to fall. That's the key, dude. Learning how to fall. Because if you do a stunt and you don't know how to fall, you're gonna fucking break your neck. You're gonna break your arm, you know? Yeah. You gotta like roll out of it. You gotta do all this shit, dude. Like, and you gotta do it in the like instant, you know? So you only have like so much to think about. And when I'm drunk, like I'm trying to like perform these falls and master these falls, but at the same time I'm so drunk I can't even feel it. You know what I mean?
You're probably waking up the next morning in some fucking pain.
Bro, I'd wake up the next morning, I couldn't walk for like 2 weeks. But then I'd start drinking again so I could walk. You know what I mean?
So the booze were
So it's just like a cycle, bro, of like booze.
But it was booze at first. Like booze were your thing.
Booze and cocaine.
Okay, booze and coke.
Yeah. And like I did that for like 20 years, you know.
Okay, so that was like high school partying, just
high school partying, did some lines, and then it was just like baggies every time we drank, you know.
Damn.
And that lasted for like 15 years.
Now, are you a binger? Because like for me, I'm not the kind of guy. I don't want a line of cocaine. I want a fucking bag of it. Are you?
Well, yeah. I mean,
you know what
I
I mean?
only had so much money though, you know, so
Right.
we couldn't really afford the big bags, you know. So we'd get like a gram, you know. But then the gram would be gone, you know. Like you give it to your friends, it's fucking gone, you know.
Right.
Then we're like trying to scrounge up money for another bag, and then I'm broke, and then I'm like fucking bumming for fucking booze, you know. I remember bumming so much shit for my friends, dude.
For just booze. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. I know.
And that was like for like 10 years, dude. Like bumming booze, and it looked so bad. Like I looked like a fucking bum, you know?
I totally feel that. I feel that deep in my soul because for me, I was the same exact way in the throes of it because you're not thinking about anything else. Nothing else matters because at the end of the day, whatever else is going on is going to be numbed by that feeling.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like you're just chasing that. It doesn't matter. Okay, we'll deal with that shit tomorrow.
Yeah,
right?
it's the feeling. It definitely is the feeling. And then like everyone's partying, you know, when I'm younger, you know, and then like it lasted till I was like fucking like 30, dude. I'm like, fuck, this gotta stop. I'm 30 years old, you know? But it didn't. It fucking kept going. Am I muted? I just pressed this button.
Talk.
Hello?
No, you're not. You're good. If
Okay.
it's flashing, it's muted.
So yeah, so then like I thought I would like outgrow it, but I never outgrew it, you know? It just got worse and worse. And then like I seen all the older guys doing it, so I was like, oh, I guess it's okay, you know? But they had fucking problems too. They're all sick too, you know?
Right.
So I became like a mentally sick individual, you know? And then luckily, like, my friends were trying to help me, and they're like, dude, you need to go to AA, bro. And I remember going to my first AA was in Hawaii at the Waimea church. And I walked in, and there's this legend, Brock Little. He's like the legend big wave surfer. And I was like, whoa, he does AA? You know, I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool, you know? But I couldn't kick the addiction because I didn't want to, you know? Like, I didn't want it. So, like...
You got to hit rock bottom.
Bro, you got to. And I hit rock bottom like fucking 10 times and never learned my lesson, you know?
Right.
I'm like, here I am again, broke, waking up on the couch, feeling like shit. I fucking... Who knows what happened last night? Everyone's pissed off at me. And that's how my life was. But yeah, I finally like fucking became successful and like somehow I like grew up. I could feel myself starting to grow up like 32, 33, and then like 34 hit and I was like saying no to shit, you know? I was like, whoa, this is weird. I'm like growing up, dude. I'm like saying no and I don't want to go to the parties and I don't want to be that guy, you know? Cause I fucking learned that I got to do it for money. I got to have a contract. If I'm not signing a contract, I should be inside fucking trying to find a contract. You know 100%. What I mean? So that's what I learned. And like Jamie taught me a lot about that. So then I got a contract with Red Bull. It was from their production team. So now I'm traveling the world, fucking living life, dude, living the best life. Like I would drink sometimes, but then they'd put me on a non-alcoholic contract, you know? Like I went to Bali for like 2 weeks. And I didn't drink one fucking sip of alcohol until the last day. The last fucking day, dude. There's leftover booze in the fridge. I'm like, fuck yeah, my fucking job's done. You know, I can have a beer now. But I didn't ask. I fucking took it, put it in my backpack, waited till I got to the airport, went into the bathroom, and drank it. But the boys were already on it because they go, where'd the beer go that was in the fridge? Well, they fucking set me up. They go, oh, you forgot something in the house. Look in my backpack. There's the beer. Zip it back up. And then they're watching me. What am I going to do with this beer? So I go into the bathroom. I chug the beer. Then I'm waiting I go back in line to like get my ticket. And like, oh, you smell like beer, dude. Like, what happened? Like, did you drink a beer? I was like, no, I didn't drink a beer. Probably I go in the bathroom. They pull it out. They go, you didn't drink a beer? Why are you lying to us? So I kept lying to my friends, dude.
It's a killer. I've been there. I understand it. I understand. And it's hard to repair those relationships.
It sucked, dude. You know? I just kept lying to like my best friends, dude. They like took care of me, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, why do I keep doing this to myself?
I think it's important though that you remember something is like you're not there anymore, you know, and like.
And that's when I like learned not to lie, dude. Like that's when I learned like lying is not gonna get you anywhere, you know. And that's like something Jamie taught me. Like he taught me so much. But like that's when I learned, dude. Like what am I doing, dude? Like it was fucked. I just kept burning bridges, dude. Because of this fucking addiction, man. It was so bad.
Well, you have. Sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, man. That's what we're here for. You know what I mean? I think that's important.
But I felt so bad, and I knew what was happening, but I couldn't fix myself. You know, you gotta want it, dude. You gotta want it. And this last, like, fucking 60 days, dude, I haven't wanted it so much in my whole life. Like, fuck, it's about time. I got the help. I'm in a recovery program, you know? And it's like the best thing that ever happened to me, man. Because I'm not lying. I'm not bumming booze, you know? I'm not fucking doing the dumb shit that I was doing, you know? And like, fuck, I got caught up in some dumb shit. I started smoking crack and like all this fucked up shit when I couldn't think it would get any worse. It did, dude. I was living in a U-Haul and shit, dude. Fuck, it was bad, bro. So luckily, like, after the Jackass movie and shit, like, I had real friends, you know? Like, those are my friends, dude. Like, those kids at State Beach, those aren't my fucking friends, bro. Like, the Jackass guys, like Steve-O, Knoxville, Pontius, Wee Man, Preston, Dave England, even fucking Danger Aaron, dude. Those are the boys that look after me, you know? So after the whole Jackass thing, dude, I realized that I do have friends, you know? And those are my friends. So when it got so bad, dude, I fucking reached out to Steve-O. And I go, Steve-O, bro, I'm fucking in the hole. Like, I'm in a dark, dark, dark place. And that's when I reached out for help, dude. And he's like, well, I'll make a few phone calls, but you got to do this 100%. You got to want it. I go, dude, I want it so bad. Like, I don't ever want to feel like this again. Like, and then he reached out and made a phone call, and he got me into a rehab program. And that's where I've been for the last 60 days. But yeah, dude. Like, I'm so, like, proud of myself that I, like, realized that I had the biggest problem, because before, I didn't fucking realize I had a problem, you know? I was like, oh, I'm not alcoholic. Like, everyone drinks, you know? But everyone who's drinking like that has a fucking problem. They're sick too. They just can't admit it. And that's step one. Admitting that you're powerless over alcohol or over the drug, you know? Admitting that you're powerless. And I was fucking powerless, dude. I had no power. I tried to stop. I couldn't. And that's step one of AA. So now I'm working through all my steps. I'm at step 4, which is resentments. And I've been working on that step for like 2 weeks. But they said, I went to an AA meeting the other day, which was like a blessing. I love my fucking AA meetings. And like, they're talking about step 4 and how it's like, you can't get stuck on step 4 because you have so many resentments that can go on and on. Just write them down. Maybe write down a page or 2 and then fucking move on to step 5, you know? Because I've been stuck on step 4 for like a month now. I'm like, why the fuck am I still stuck on step 4? Well, that's why, because they're endless, you know? Resentments are endless. You're going to resent something every day. But that's why you take inventory, you know? So I take a nightly inventory of all my resentments every day, and I talk with my sponsor about them, and I get through them, you know? So now I just got to step 5 on AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, and I love it, dude. I love my AA, dude. Like, without my AA meetings, I'd be fucking relapsing. I'd be fucking homeless. I'd be fucked. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, that's like the whole disease, dude. It's fucking gnarly, bro.
So Steve will get you into a rehab facility. What was your rock bottom? So, I mean, I do want to tell, if you don't mind, I'd love to tell the Jesse James story. Because it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, Jesse James, dude. This guy's a manic depressant, bro. He's like fucking like in fucking La La Land, dude. He's a Looney Tune. So one day, Sean calls me, and he goes, he's in San Jose? Yeah. He's in San Jose, and he's like, hey, I'm going up to stay at this girl's house. I'm with Jesse James. He's going to give me this car. all this stuff. And as soon as I heard the name Jesse James, I'm like, well, this story is whack, dude. Like,
yeah,
what's
like he's
going
like
on?
thinks he's like the Jesse James motorcycle guy.
So this
It's
guy,
not
like,
that Jesse James.
this guy literally thinks, and I don't know if it's just because of all the meth he's smoking, but he thinks
I don't even know if he's smoking meth or what he was on, but I know he had some mental issues.
he was living in a U-Haul with you, so something was up.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
You know what I
I
mean?
picked him up for the joyride, dude. He's like, bro, let's go up to fucking Sacramento, grab my van. I was like, perfect. I can get rid of the U-Haul, live in the van, and I'll be in van life. You know, I can fuck with van life, you know. Everyone's fucking with it. But, dude, I couldn't even make it up to Sacramento, bro. I ran out of drugs. I fucking got left in San Jose by Jesse James. And then next thing you know, I'm fucking bumming change at a gas station for a phone charger. But I'm so fried, I only needed $8. I was bumming for like 4 hours, dude. I got up to $20 and then I finally counted it. Like, I could have been out of the fucking gas station like within an hour and got my phone charger and been fine. But I'm so lost and fucking fried from all the drugs and alcohol that I kept bumming, dude.
So
I was like, you got any spare change, dude? Like, that was my rock bottom. That was the rock bottom, dude.
So we're on the phone, and so he you know, Sean's like, hey, I'm going up here. We're getting this van, all this stuff. Next morning comes. So that was the first day. There really wasn't a problem that day. The first day. The second day, you wake up, and you call me. You're like, dude, this dude stole the U-Haul. And so now you got to remember the story is that Jesse James, who, by the way, like there's like hey, I'm living in a U-Haul, and then it's like, hey, I'm deucing a U-Haul with somebody else.
Yeah, dude, like he was driving it.
There's
and
like, I'm going to pay $20
bro.
a day for this U-Haul, but actually I'm going to pay 10 because we can fit 2 beds in here.
Bro, I was like in the back of the U-Haul while he's driving it up to Santa Cruz. Like, it's so dark. It's like pitch black dark in the U-Haul.
Yeah, there's no
he's
windows.
in the front driving it. I'm back there smoking drugs and shit, drinking. Just like, life is great. You know what I mean? But, dude, I was like fucking so lost, dude. So lost.
So Jesse James steals the U-Haul. I get the call, and I'm like, yeah, dude, give me his phone number. I'll try to get a hold of him. And he answers the phone, and he's like, yeah, dude, you can come and, you know, he's like, oh, I'm going to go pick him up. And I probably talked to this dude, I don't know, a couple times through the day, just like, for you, just like, where are you? Why haven't you picked him up?
You saved me, dude.
You know,
You saved me.
and then he's like, yeah, I'm coming. So like a whole day goes by, and we're talking like, I mean, we're literally talking 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah,
and
I
then
was
he
stuck
eventually picks
with
you up.
Like, that's my home, you know. My U-Haul was my home, so I became homeless that day in San Jose with my dog.
I think you were homeless before that.
Well, yeah, I was. I lived
wouldn't
in a
call
U-Haul.
a U-Haul home.
Well, that's what I thought was my home.
Right.
That's how sick I was.
Right.
You know, I was a sick, mentally sick in the head, and I thought that was my home, you know, because all my stuff was in there from my apartment. Like, that was all my stuff.
But I think it's important that you just remember
Can I
that's
get
like,
some Gatorade? Please?
I think it's important that you just don't ever fucking hang out with Jesse James ever.
Bro, I'll never see him again, and if I do, I'm going to fucking walk the other way.
Yeah, run.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And call my sponsor.
Yeah, that's a no-fly zone.
So I got these tools now that I use to prevent relapsing.
Okay, wait. Before you go there. So what I'm really interested in from you is what?
Where he got the ring. Did he get that?
Oh yeah. So what we want to dive into though is with your with you going through AA and going through, you know, your addiction and all those things. I always like to kind of, specifically with people that have been through stuff like that, you know, talk about maybe the tools that you do use.
Let's talk about it.
So the other people can also use those, and like how you maybe came about those, and why you like to use them and how you use them.
Well, recovery gave me the tools, you know. AA gave me those tools. Alcoholics Anonymous. If you have an addiction with alcohol, I suggest you go to AA because you can't do without it, dude. Maybe if you don't want it, it means you're not ready, you know?
Yep.
You're not ready for it. You don't want it. But AA's taught me a lot, dude. Like, having the tools. The main tool is a sponsor. Someone that cares about you, someone that you can relate with, someone who's been there, you know, in that same position you were in when at your rock bottom, you know? So I have a sponsor. His name's Clifton. He's a legend. So I talk to my sponsor. The other tool is the AA book. I read that book, and it fucking makes me feel so much better. And the third tool is the meetings. You know, you go to your meetings. If I'm not going to my meetings, I'm sitting down in my living room thinking about it, you know? Like, fuck, I should have went to my meeting. And then I start thinking about, like, drinking. You have these signs, you know? You'll have these signs. Like, my signs are, like, I'll isolate, you know? Okay. I'll fucking start I'll call the plug. Those are my signs that I need to go to a meeting and I need to call my sponsor ASAP or else I'll relapse. So I have these tools that I use so it's prevention of relapse. So that's what I use. And if you're not using your tools, they'll fucking dole up and you're going to relapse.
Right.
So I fucking keep my tools sharp. I use them every day. I take inventory every day, every night. And I'm honest with myself, you know? I'm like, was I dishonest today? What was I dishonest about? You know? How could I have treated others better? There's all these things you go through and you write them down and you do the work. You know, you got to do the work. You got to put it on paper. And that's doing the work. And if you're doing the work and you're fucking using your tools, fucking you're going to be the strongest person ever. And nothing can fucking stop you.
I think it's something to note and maybe backtrack even on a little bit is you were talking about, you know, burning bridges with friends, and I know you use your tools to, you know, get through things now, and you know how to deal with things and cope with things a little bit differently and in a much more healthy way. But you know, when you burn those bridges with your friends, and I totally feel this because there's a lot of people even now to this day that when I do talk to them, I understand it's not what it was, but they're still there for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because they love you. They care about you.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that's step 8, making amends.
And I think
step 8 and
my
9.
big problem was always that I was taking, never giving. You see what I mean? And like I would just take, and then expect more, expect them to bail me out. You know, and
oh, for sure, dude. And and then they're fucking over it.
Dude,
they're getting that call every weekend.
Yeah.
You know, they're like,
dude, every
fuck,
weekend.
He's calling me
it's
again.
like, yo, man, I need $100. I need this.
Pulling me out of the mud again.
Bro.
And they're like, fuck, dude, this guy needs help.
Yeah.
You know?
And the worst part is, I think for those friends are making the decision, and I think that's the hardest part, is they have to make the decision that even though I love this person, I have to walk away.
Yeah, they got to clip you.
Yeah, and I personally do not fault one person that clipped me. I'm not mad at them at all.
No, for sure.
I fucking get it.
We deserved it.
Yeah.
We deserve it.
100%.
Like, we don't deserve anything, dude.
No.
Like, we don't. We don't deserve our phone. We don't deserve fucking a girlfriend. We don't deserve, like, going on surf trips. We don't deserve that until we really get ourselves back on the right track. And we can go out into the real life and be the best man we can be, you know?
And I feel like this right here, even being here today and in, you know, Newport, in Cali, and I feel like this is like kind of a small win in the sense of being able to look at things and say, like, oh, this is like kind of a product of me doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's a big thing. And
for sure.
I'm super pumped for you. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks,
because like I feel like you've come such a long way since I've met you.
So have you, dude. I'm proud of you too.
I appreciate it, man. And
brothers, dude.
So you
sobriety brothers.
Sobriety
it's a
brothers.
fellowship.
We don't have a choice now. We don't have a choice now.
No.
We're already here.
I love it, dude. I love being sober now, dude.
You don't wake up feeling like shit. Like even this morning when you woke up and you had to bounce, it's like if you would have woke up
Bro, it felt so good.
If you were hungover, you'd have been fucked.
I would have been fucked. Like I still felt hungover. It was weird. But I didn't even drink, you know. I was just like
tired.
I was just tired because the Airbnb bed wasn't soft, and then I was supposed to surf. I didn't even surf. I just like would whip out my motorcycle and just start doing wheelies all over town. And thought I was like the wheelie master, dude. I was so sick.
Did the drugs ever make you want to play for the other team?
Yeah.
No, I never sucked dick for drugs. No, I didn't. No.
Not once?
Nope.
Do you think about it?
No, fuck no.
No.
It never got that bad, thank God.
What's the price?
I don't know, $50 million with a condom and no eye contact.
You're such a liar. There's no way. No eye contact, first of all.
No eye contact and a condom,
First of all,
50 mil.
I would suck a dick for $1 million, and I would frame the
Well,
picture.
you're selling...
I would frame the picture of the dick on
Just to
On my
remind
wall.
you of how fucking sick you are.
I mean, I'd have $1 million though. It would be a real good company.
Yeah, but you'd probably blow it in a fucking year if you're drunk
Not now.
and using.
If you would have caught me a couple years ago, for sure.
Yeah.
I'd invest it. You know, I'd probably buy a house.
Well, yeah, for sure.
You know.
But you have to live with yourself that you suck that dick. And like
Yeah.
we don't do that, dude. Like I would never like go that low.
Wait. You're telling me right now,
like-
if some dude walked up to you with $1 million in cash money, hands it to you, and he goes, Sean, listen,
No.
I know this is insane, but if you just give me a fucking, just till I finish,
No.
it's not going to be like a 30-minute blowjob.
I already told myself no.
Nah, you're doing it.
No, I'm not.
I don't believe that.
All right, give me the $1 million. I'll deny it right now. I ain't sucking no one's dick, dude. I'll work hard for that money, dude. I'll work for that money. I don't need to suck dick.
No, I believe you. I'm
know what I mean?
I'm just saying if the opportunity presented itself.
Nah. I built a strong foundation, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have a strong no dick sucking policy.
Yeah, that's
I
like
understand.
that's like too low, dude. That's no way. That's like some like fucked up shit. I'm not like that. I'm sick in the head, but not that sick. You know what I mean? But anyways,
So-
you're
yeah, so
you're
anyways.
sick in the head still. You need a therapist.
I definitely need a therapist.
Do you have a therapist?
I have a therapist.
Good.
Yeah.
My therapist helps me out a
My
lot.
therapist is court ordered, but yes, I have a therapist.
Oh, so you have to do it. I like choose to do it.
Mine is not by choice.
I choose to do
So,
it.
would you rather fuck a goat and nobody would ever know, or not fuck a goat and everybody still thinks you fucked a goat?
Well, that's already happened.
Wow.
That's already happened. They said I like used to fuck cats and shit when I was little because my cats would get ran over and get launched into the ditch by my house, and there'd be like frozen cats in the ditch and like, oh, Poopies fucked the cat.
Damn, dude.
I'd be like, fuck you guys, and I was like the cat fucker, dude. It was bad, bro. So I don't know.
So you're
that's
the
all.
kid at school that shit his pants and fucked pussy. You've been fucking pussy for a long time.
Yeah, I guess so.
God damn. I'm sorry, bro.
No,
it's okay.
it's all
I know.
good.
We know you don't fuck cats.
God
dude.
knows the real truth. You know, I never fucked any cats. They got ran over by a car. There's just those bullies. You know, they're just fucking miserable in their own skin. So they have to like pick on people to make themselves feel better. You know what I mean?
And I think that's the scariest thing about society right now, right? Especially with like social media and everything.
Well, in
And-
society right now, you could like live on your own. You know how like back in the day there was like tribes and shit, like they needed each other.
right.
And these days, no one needs anyone because the society's fucked. You know what I mean?
I agree.
That's why there's like bullies and shit. But like back in the day, that's why there's tribes and shit, dude. Because like they needed each other, and that's how like I feel like with AA, it's like we need each other there, you know, or else fucking we're lost, you know.
What
Like-
drugs were you using consistently? I mean, I would say within the last year, we'll call it.
I think it was 2019. I'm in Hawaii, and Who's Joe B's over. My YouTube is not doing well at all, like no success on the YouTube. And I'm back to square one. I'm in Jamie's vlogs, doing stunts for free.
And we're talking about Jamie who?
O'Brien.
Jamie O'Brien. Who is Jamie O'Brien?
Exactly. Who is J.O.B.?
Yep.
Watch the whole season. There's 8 seasons
8 seasons.
of Who is J.O.B.
Okay.
So
Where can we find that? You know?
It's on Red Bull TV.
Okay.
I got 19 million views on one of the episodes. It's the most viewed episode on Red Bull TV till this day. I go down a huge storm drain on a surfboard. That's where I kind of like blew up after that. Like they saw me do that flood drain, bombing the flood drain on a surfboard and the storm drain. And that's where I kind of like got noticed. So it's 2019. I'm back to square one, filming with Jamie for free. I'm like, dude, this is fucked. Like, no money. I'm fucking broke, starving. And I get a call one day from Trip Taylor. He's one of the producers of Jackass. So I met him when I was 16 in Carlsbad. 2019, back to square one, filming for Jamie's vlogs. My YouTube's not a success. I'm getting 0 subscribers. I'm putting out all these videos, but they're not getting views. they're not getting monetized. So I jump on to Jamie's vlogs. And he's getting monetized, he's getting the views, but I'm not getting paid. And I get a call from Trip Taylor. So I met Trip Taylor when I was 16 in Carlsbad. My friends Ricky Whitlock and Adam Knox were trying to film this reality web series, and it never got picked up. So Trip Taylor saw my success with the Red Bull TV show, Who's J.O.B., and he always had me in mind, you know? He always had me in mind. He's my boy, dude. So he calls me up. He's like, hey, Poopies, like, I think they're making a new Jackass movie. I'm trying to get you on. I was like, no way, what the fuck? And then like a week later, he's like, dude, you got a Skype call with Johnny Knoxville and Jeff Tremaine. And I remember that, like, that time where I was just like, fuck yes, I can't wait to get on this Skype call. I was so nervous to get on this call with Knoxville and Jeff Tremaine. Like, it couldn't come soon enough, you know? So I finally get on the Skype call. Within 10 minutes, they're like, all right, we're flying you to L.A. for the test shoot. So they fly me to L.A., and we had the test shoot. And most of the test shoot bits were in the movie.
Okay.
Pretty much all of them.
Like, they didn't refilm, they just used the actual footage.
Yeah.
The original
like
footage.
The hot sauce challenge was a test shoot in the test shoot.
For those of you who don't know and haven't seen the movie, you can find Jackass 4.5 on Netflix. Now, that the hot sauce challenge he's talking about is it was you, Dave England, Preston, and then who else? Pontius put hot sauce in your ass.
Wee Man.
And Wee Man. No. Was Wee Man getting? Wee Man got his own hot sauce in his ass. I don't think
He ended up like snorting a line of it, but they never aired it. So there was some bits that happened that day, but it never happened. But yeah, there was like a few of us, and yeah, that was like my first bit. 9 a.m. in the morning in LA, and I was like, whoa, this is a trip, dude. Like my idols, dude. Like they're right next to me, and I'm like in the peanut gallery, and like I was like, whoa, am I dreaming or what, dude? I was like so like, I don't know, on cloud 9, you know. And then like 2 days of the test shoot, I fucking absolutely killed it. They're like, Poopies, you're on the crew, dude. Like the biggest dream that I could ever imagine came true, you know? Because it's like full circle, dude. Like I was fucking shitting in the street because I watched Jackass on the MTV fucking Friday nights, and now I'm in the movie with the crew, like part of the newest, like the young bloods, you know? And I was just like, what the fuck? God is good, you know? And dude, I just sent it so hard. Like I volunteered for everything, and they're like, all right, Poopies, we know you'll do it. Like put your hand down, you know? Like give some of the other kids a chance, you know? And I was like, fuck no, I'll do it, you know?
What was one thing that they they offered to do that you were like, I don't necessarily know if I want to do that? Was there anything that you were like, fuck that, but I'm gonna do it anyways?
The bowls.
Oh, I bet.
Because like once Knoxville got hit by that bowl, they had something for me lined up that I was supposed to go out there in like a tulip suit, and the thing was supposed to move, and the bull was supposed to come and hit me. But the morale got just like fucking vanished from Knoxville, almost like fucking dying, that we called it a day. So I didn't have to fuck with the bulls. But I still want to. Like I still want to get hit by one of those bulls.
Right.
Just for the fuck of it, you
I've
know?
got a feeling that you could get in touch with the right people to make that happen.
Yeah, I do.
You know?
But I want to have the boys there. I want to have Knoxville there. I want to have, you know, it's got to be in something sick. It just can't be a YouTube clip.
No, I understand.
You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting for the right time, you know? But yeah, I was like crazy, dude. And they just took me in like a brother, dude. They're so fucking rad, dude. They're so fucking cool.
Growing up, did you have a favorite Jackass member?
No, not really. I mean, I don't know. They're all fucking awesome, dude. Like they're all my favorite, you know?
Right.
I don't really pick favorites.
So you did Steve-O's Wild Ride podcast, which was pretty awesome to see you on there. That seems like a great podcast. Steve-O seems like an awesome guy. I think it's really cool that you have a relationship with him to begin with. But I think it's even cooler that he plays kind of like a big brother role to you, in the sense of like, hey, listen, you need help, you reached out, I'm going to get you the help you need. You know what I mean? And kind of go into a great length at that. What does that mean to you? What does Steve-O mean to you? I mean, I think that for you, I think that's one of the biggest opportunities you've been given is to get clean.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
And so for him to, like...
He's, like, my angel, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's an angel to me. Like, he didn't have to do that, you know? Like, he didn't have to reach out and get me a scholarship into a rehab program. But he did because he loves me, you know? And, like, that shows you how good of a friend he is, you know? To do, like, something for someone because, like, I needed it, you know? And he could see that. But at the same time, he's like, I'm not doing this because you're fucking gonna do it for me. You gotta do it for yourself, you know? And that's when I was like, fuck, dude, I'm ready to do it. I was like, ready. Because I tried to get sober before, and it was because I was doing it for other people, you know?
Right.
But this time I'm doing it for myself. But yeah, dude, Steve-O, I can't thank him enough, dude. Like, I don't know, man, it's crazy.
I think that's so cool that he did that.
Yeah, dude, he's the raddest guy ever. Raddest human in the world, dude, like, straight up. One of them, like, there's so many that help me out and, like, want the best for me, you know?
Right.
He honestly wants the best for me, and, like, it's kind of awesome to have Steve-O, like, wanting the best for me. Like, I'm just some normal kid from Carlsbad, you know? But we became good friends, and we had a lot of fun filming the movie, and yeah, we just connected, you know?
That's like, yeah, those are, I think those are the kind of relationships that are so special and that will remain special. And I think it's super, super cool that you're able to reach out to him, you know, basically whenever you want and say, hey, listen, you know, even just to have a conversation or whatever it might be. He seems to just be like an integral role. And I think it's also been great for you, from what I've seen, to also have somebody that you don't want to let down. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I want to make all those guys proud, you know? And that's like, fuck, that just makes me happy, you know?
And what they're doing for you shows that they want that for you.
Definitely,
you know what I mean? It's not just cheering you on from the corner. It's like, hey, man, we're going to take action. Let me fucking help you out.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Let's get your head
and
on
like,
straight.
I'm still kind of slipping up, you know, but I'm just learning, you know? Like, I don't know, even when I'm sober, I'm still, like, doing dumb shit, you know? But it's just, I'm just working on myself, you know? I'm just still working on myself, you know? It doesn't happen in one day. It doesn't happen in 1 month. It happens in, like, years, dude. You know what I mean? So eventually I'll get to that level where I'm just, like, fucking at Steve-O's level, you know?
He is, like, and I don't obviously know Steve-O, but, like, from what I've watched, he's, like, hardcore. I mean, he said, you know, like, he loves the smell of weed, but, like, he was even, like, at a premiere of some sort, and they were smoking a bunch of weed. And, you know, he, like, walked out. So he walked out because it's, like, it's not that he's smoking weed. It's not that he doesn't enjoy the smell. It's just he knows himself well enough at that point
Yeah,
to say,
it's
I'm
just
not fucking going to be out of there. I'm going to be out of there.
It's just respect.
It's respect for himself at that point. You know what I mean? It's like,
For sure.
I respect myself, my sobriety, and the people around me that have worked so hard to help me get where
Yeah.
I'm at, where I'm saying fuck that, you know?
Exactly.
And that's, I think, another great lesson to take out of it is just to not even tempt yourself with certain things.
Definitely.
And that I'm in the same boat, you know, and I totally understand where you're coming from.
Weed's the hardest one to kick, you know? Because that's where it all started from, was smoking weed, you know? And,
How much weed were you smoking every day?
fuck, dude. As much as I could. I remember I was buying, like, 5 sacks.
Oh, you're
Every
just doing
day.
the nickel bags, bro.
But
I know
bro,
it.
this is how you
I've been
this
there.
is how you come up though from the nickel bags. You have $20, right?
Okay.
But you buy 5 sacks a day, or you buy 4 or 5 sacks a day. And then
He never said he was good at math.
no, I'm not. I'm horrible at math. But yeah, so I started buying 4 or 5 sacks a day, and my dealer was like, "Bro, you gotta stop doing that. Like, just spend the $20."
Right.
But I was just like, fuck, just one more 5 sack, you know? All I need is a little nug to get stoned.
Right.
And yeah, so then my dealer's like, bro, you gotta stop. Like, give me your $20, I'll give you a gram, and don't fucking call me 5 times a day, you
Dude,
know?
we used to get a fat eighth for $20, but it would be some Mexican stomped out brick weed. But the thing was, it would get you stupid fucking high.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it would get you the giggly high, right?
for sure.
I miss those days. I really do. Like, where you just get so stoned.
I don't.
Really? I love
like
smoking
being
weed,
like,
but
I
you know,
like being sober. Like, I've fucking smoked weed my whole life, dude. And like, it's finally like, I finally like kicked the addiction, you know?
What about nicotine then?
That's the hardest one too.
What do you think's worse for you, nicotine or marijuana?
Nicotine, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But it's like, it's not like, I don't know, it's not illegal. It's like, okay, I guess, with the society.
When did you first start smoking
It's okay
cigarettes?
with AA that I can smoke nicotine. My first cigarette was probably when I was 12 years old.
Damn, you started early.
It was a Marlboro Light from my mom's cigarette pack. And I like smoked it. Bro, and I got so lightheaded, dude. But like,
Love at first sight.
and I would just do it by myself too, but I don't know, dude, it was weird, man. I don't know, it was just weird. I had that fucking disease of addiction, you know?
Yeah, and I think you like I said, man, I'll keep saying it. I think you're doing so good. I say this in every podcast of mine. I always say there's a difference between somebody that wants the best for you and that there's a difference between somebody who wants the best for you in comparison to somebody who believes in you.
Definitely.
Right? Because there's a lot of people out there that'll be like, oh man, like, well, I want him to do great. I want him to be great.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality of it is they may not
No
believe
one would
in
give
what
me the
you're doing.
chance to do great,
You
know?
see what I'm saying?
So
And-
like Jackass gave me the chance, you
Yeah.
know, and I fucking tried my hardest, you know, I tried my best, you know. And there's, you know, when we filmed, we weren't like using substances or drinking alcohol. I was sober the whole time we were filming Jackass.
You played Dong Pong, and that is when, for our listeners out there, for anybody that's not seen it, Dong Pong is when we put two pieces of plexiglass on top of
Another plexiglass.
Yeah, you smash.
And then you have a wing nut.
Oh my god.
That fucking wing nuts him up so it cinches it down slowly. And all of a sudden your dick's this flat. And I never knew my dick could get that fucking flat, bro. I was like, holy shit, dude, what the fuck's going on? And we're trying to play ping pong, penis ping pong, you know, dong pong.
Yeah, so there's two people involved in this. One is on one side, the other.
Dave England, dude,
Yeah,
legend.
so you and Dave England are sword fighting, and
He's the funniest guy ever,
dude,
dude.
the best part of that whole thing, I think,
He's the
was-
funniest, dude.
he's like, yeah,
Hands
man.
down.
He's like, let's have a tug of war, dude. And your penis just fucking snaps, dude.
I was over it, dude. I
Snaps.
pulled it out. I was so over the tug of war, bro. I was like, get my dick out of this contraption, and that's what I had to do to get it out. Like, I had to pull it out myself. And that fucking hurt, but it went back to normal, like, it fucking went back to the normal shape. Probably made it a little longer, kind of stretched it out, too.
Oh, nice. See, there's a benefit to this.
Yeah,
Man,
it
I'm
made my
loving
dick bigger, dude.
You know what's so cool too is how you look at the glass half full on everything. You know that's something
Well,
about
dude,
you. You really do every time, bro.
If you don't look at life in a positive way, fuck, you're not going to be successful. Like, you can look at situations in a negative way or a positive way. And, like, I learned to look at things in a positive way because there's been so much negative in my life. If I looked at all the negative, I wouldn't fucking be where I'm at right now, you know? So I have to, like, just, like, get myself through those situations looking at the positive things. And that's how I became so successful and, like, that's how I get through life, you know?
You were
Because everything, like, something fucked up happens, I'm like, well, at least that fucking happened, you know? Instead of like, oh, fuck, like, can't, like, worry about that. Like, you'll drive yourself crazy, you know what I mean? So, like, I look at the positive things, even though it's a fucked up, negative situation, I'll take the positives out.
well, once you get sober, and I think you can attest to this, dude. Like you end up seeing the path, not the obstacles, right?
Yeah.
Like you understand the path you're going down, and even for
Well,
me,
you're gonna hit those hurdles. You
yeah,
just
whatever.
gotta
The
fucking
obstacles are
jump
gonna
over 'em.
fucking be there, but you're gonna get over them. I mean,
That's why you got the tools, dog.
yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. You got the tools. So you have a couple other stunts that I wanted to chat with you about here. You got your you showed you, which is you on a ladder.
I'll show me.
I'll show me. That's right. And you get on a ladder and you sledgehammer the top of the ladder.
Yeah.
Dude, that looked like you landed on your fucking
Bro,
face.
I had to do it like 5 times because I was like pussing out. I'd be like, and dude, I'll do it soft, you know, and I'd like kind of like jump down. I'll like jump down. They're like, nah, dude, you gotta like really do it. I'm like, fuck.
Who was egging you on in that? I wish that there was like a behind the
Everyone,
scenes.
dude. They wanted to see me eat shit. Like, they wanted to see the real I'll show me go down. Because you pretty much hit the ladder, and the ladder just gets fucking, like, just like, I don't know how do you explain it, but it
It goes out right underneath you, dude. That's
yeah, it goes right underneath your feet. And then you're just pretty much, gravity takes a hold, dude, and it goes boom. Like gravity's a bitch sometimes, dude.
That's my son's favorite video of you. He loves that, dude.
Hell
If
yeah.
he's ever in a shitty mood, no pun intended.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah.
He always.
Tell him I said hi.
Oh, I will, dude. Uncle Pooh, baby.
Yeah, Grom.
But they do. Yeah, you have that stunt. You did the dong pong. What's it like getting a tennis ball in the nuts at about 100 miles an hour?
Holy shit, bro! She's so good at her aim.
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
They're like, oh,
She's
Poopy
crazy
said
accurate.
something about you earlier. Oh yeah, boom! Like, dude, right to my dick. Not even my balls, my dick head. Like it was the worst pain ever, dude. It was fucked. I was like, holy shit, that was a good shot. Clown down. That's what that was called, clown down. That was so fucking fun to do.
I could only
And
imagine
then
how bad.
and then Eric Andre was getting hit everywhere else but his dick. And he's like, come on already, like, and then finally, boom, on his dick.
Well, I liked when Preston got my favorite bit. Like, I'd
Oh,
say,
the elephant one?
dude, the elephant one, dude, is so fucking funny. And
That
watching,
one's fucking classic.
watching like Wee
Bro,
Man's
they
a
put-
champ, dude.
yeah,
Wee
dude.
Man's, because that ball.
Well, they're all tied together, so they can't
Yeah.
run. And then it's like they built this huge ass fucking potato gun, pretty much, and made
Dude,
it look like a hunting
What kind of
elephant
ball
hunting,
was that?
like a softball.
It didn't look like it was like the material of a softball. Is what-
Yeah,
Fuck.
it wasn't soft.
Because that ball was going every bit of 100.
Yeah, dude, it was a huge potato gun.
Yeah.
That thing was fucked. I'm glad I was behind the fucking camera on that one.
All right, so
They did a great job though. Like that was so awesome. Like they got into character. Pontius is like creeping around like a hunter.
they got the accents
Dave
going on.
England's just like doing the same thing. It was so fucking funny watching that, dude. That was awesome.
You went to a lake and you had a jetpack strapped to you.
Oh yeah, that one was hard. Like I fucking kept releasing the CO2 like way earlier.
How many runs did you get?
I only got like 2.
You got 2 runs, but I mean,
The sun was going down, that's why. If we had more time, I probably would have gotten more runs, but we had Bonifay Parks Bonifay there, and he's the ski master, you know? So we're like, fucking show him what's up, Parks, and like he showed us what's up. He launched, dude.
it looked like it would.
He's the man. He's so rad.
It looked like it fucking hurt when you hit. Like after you go off the ramp, because you're still gaining speed at that point, right? You hit the water, it's probably like fucking hitting concrete.
Bro, the first one I hit, and then it like shot me down, and I thought I was gonna go underneath the ramp and like drown.
Watching you fly forward is fucking
Like I flew
amazing.
forward, and then I like started going down because it was pushing me down and into the like underneath the ramp. That's what my worst fear was, like going underneath that ramp and not getting out because I had flotation on, so it would just like cork me up, and I would have been stuck under there.
What was your favorite stunt? What was your favorite stunt?
Probably the water skis with the big fans and the parachute.
Water skis with the big. Did I see that one?
I don't know.
It's
Did
on
you?
the movie.
Yeah,
Water skis with the big fan and the parachute. What am I missing here?
it's called hot shit water skier. Hot shit water skiing.
I don't know why.
Like
I'm
on
thinking of
Poopies, and I'm a hot shit water skier, and then they fucking turn the fans on with the parachute. And I fly, and then I land and get knocked out.
it. Holy.
I was knocked
fuck.
out for so long. It was sick.
It was sick.
Yeah, and I woke up. I was like, "Did I launch?" They're like, "Oh, you launched." I was like, "What happened?" It was sick, dude. I was so pumped on that one.
Is your goal to kind of get hurt?
Well, that's
I
the
mean,
goal of Jackass, is to get hurt.
Yeah, it's,
If you're not getting hurt on a stunt, then you're not doing it right.
what's the most
You know what I'm saying?
most hurt you've ever been on any stunt besides the shark attack, which we're going to talk about now?
Probably the fucking knockout with the water skis for sure.
Yeah, so that was like
That was gnarly. I hit my head so hard, and I just slid like lifeless, dude.
I believe it. I believe it. So you go
They're like medics, and then I finally woke up. But yeah, that was sick.
when you woke up though, did you know where you were?
Yeah, I knew I was. I know what happened. But I know I got knocked out because you like have that numbing feeling, you know?
Right.
It was like numbing and then like kind of blurry and then like everyone's there watching.
That's the worst though when you wake up after getting knocked out and you're laying there.
Oh,
you're like,
it's gnarly,
you're
dude.
like, fuck, dude. You're like, what happened? What did I do?
Yeah, it was gnarly. I loved it.
You go to when did you go on Shark Week? When was that?
That was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So you hit Shark Week and you go to you go out in the middle of the ocean and they throw a ramp out there.
Yeah, so they were building these ramps, and the first ramp they built, we're in the Bahamas, and the first ramp they built was like a huge wooden ramp, and they fucking launched it off the boat, and then they the fucking thing hit the water, then it turns like sideways and just sinks. And they're like, fuck, well, I guess that ramp's not working. So they had this other ramp, this little plastic foam ramp that could float because it was foam. And they set that thing out there. And they fucking start chumming the sharks up, dude. And then I was on my water skis. And
what kind of sharks were they?
Caribbean reef sharks.
Okay.
But I was on my water skis and we're doing circles, you know. And those guys, they don't really know what's going on because my knees are fucking getting like sore. Not sore, but like there's no more like power left in my knees, you know?
Right, you're tired.
Yeah, my knees got so tired, so I was like, fuck, dude, I can't really like do it anymore. They're like, well, get the wakeboard. So they gave me the wakeboard, and I was like, we gotta do this like one and done. Like you can't just tow me around in circles, you know, and wait for the cameras to be on. Like cameras are on, like let's wait for the current to take me in a straight line, then go. And he's the man, dude. So he towed me into the ramp, and I hit the ramp, but I was going so fast that I just like got launched, you know. There's no control, so I get launched in this shark pit, a frenzy of sharks, and they're just.
How many sharks were there? Like actually?
There's like 10, dude. Like actually 10 sharks.
Fuck all that. What's going through your head when you're going off this ramp? Going, I'm gonna
Fucking,
land.
I don't know, dude. Like, fuck. I hope I clear it because if not, I'm dead. So I fucking, in the middle of the air, I go, oh, fuck, I'm not clearing this one. Like, boom, into the shark pit. And that's when I was like, oh, I'm fucked. Like, I look at the boys, I go, I'm fucked. Like, this is it. All of a sudden, whoopah! Fucking get bit, dude, on my hand. And the thing, like, pulled me under. And it's so strong. Like, the shark is so fucking strong, dude. It felt like a robot Jaws. Like a hydraulic fucking hand just went and crushed my hand and just fucking yanked it. That's what it felt like. It was so fucking strong. And then like I got bit and I was like, oh fuck, I felt its gums on the top of my fingers. Like I felt its gums on the top of my fingers. And I was like, oh fuck, the shark just bit me. I just got bit.
So is your whole hand in the shark's mouth, or is it just like on the side like that?
It was like my whole hand was in his mouth. Because he got me on my wrist. So like all this right here was in his mouth. So this was the only part that was like out of its mouth. Which
you
was
were
like
lucky you
my
still
whole
had your
hand.
bro.
I know, dude. The surgeons were fucking good, dude. I remember going into surgery, dude, and they unwrapped it and then all started squirting blood everywhere again. I was like, fuck. They're like, don't look at it, don't look at it. I was like, just looking at it, squirt blood everywhere. And then I went into surgery and I fucking woke up with this huge tomb cast. And I was like, bro, I saw my fingers and I started moving my fingers and I was like, yep, I fucking got my hand, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the W right there. Is you're moving your hand. All the limbs are still intact.
Yep, I went like this. I was like, holy fuck, I can move it. But that's the only movement I had, dude. And then I fucking slowly fucking got it all back. You know what I mean? Like so much fucking physical therapy. 8 months of physical therapy.
You were wearing like something on your hand for a while as well. Like when you were going in the water and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? You had like a sleeve on your hand.
Oh, it was probably my brace.
Yeah. What was that for? I mean, was that like required that you wear that after the fact, or was it just like?
Well, it was just for the safety, so my hand doesn't fucking fall off. Because it was just attached by stitches, you know?
That's fucking crazy, dude.
It was every tendon in my hand, every tendon and 2 main arteries. So when the shark bit me, all the tendons went up here and back here. So they had to reattach every tendon and 2 main arteries.
Do you have...
Like imagine trying to attach a main artery. Like that's fucking gnarly.
Do you have feeling loss in your hand right now?
Yeah, I can't feel my hand.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No way. So you can just give yourself strangers whenever you want?
No. Yo, what up?
Where do I park?
Just park on the street.
I think Aaron's going to be here soon too.
And then where are you guys? Near the marina?
Yeah, I'm like over here by Thunderbird.
The card was full, so I just switched.
All right, let me find a spot.
I'm on Adams Street, so if you go down Adams Street, make a left and you'll see me.
He's getting antsy, you can tell.
Adam Street.
He's done sitting.
Right, let me turn around.
You can
Well,
always
just
tell when he's
park,
done
just
sitting.
park on the street. But if you walk towards the beach on Adams Street, go to the left once you hit the beach.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Park right now.
Okay, yeah, G.
All right, Poopies, I'll see you soon.
All right.
But yeah, that was the shark bite. It was the fucking first shark bite in Shark Week history in 30 years. No one's ever been bit on the production.
You got fucking bit, man, and then you were getting towed away and you screamed to Steve-O, I want a bonus.
No, I screamed at Jeff Tremaine. Because he was right there. They're all worried. They're all fucking like... Steve-O had to go up to the top of the boat because he couldn't see it anymore.
Oh, dude, I'd have passed out looking at that.
He was
That's
like...
fucking
He was
disgusting.
just like so heartbroken that I got bit, you know? And then I looked at Jeff. I go, I want a bonus. And they all started laughing. And then I think the cameraman, I think it was Meech or Rick Cossack goes, what did he say? And Steve-O goes, he said he wants a bonus. And then he starts laughing. But yeah, dude, then I had a boat ride to the dock and then a van ride to the airport. And then when I got to the airport, it was like they're on like fucking lunch break or something. They didn't even care I got bit by a shark. They're just walking around all slow. I was like, dude, my hand's bleeding to death, dude. Like, I still had my tourniquets on and shit. But yeah, it was horrible, dude. But I still got it on. I'm still surfing and shit. So that was like my main worry is I like couldn't surf ever again. So
Well,
I'm stoked.
I'm super pumped that you're back out here doing your thing. I'm glad that you're sober. I'm glad that you're making videos. I'm glad that
Thanks.
I finally got to come out here.
Yeah, dude.
Kick it, dude.
This has been fun.
And
We still have tomorrow. We're going to the desert.
we got time, baby. And I really appreciate you opening up about your struggle because I think a lot of people care about it. They want to hear it. And then on top of that, too, maybe today you gave somebody an extra tool to use in their tool belt when they're struggling.
I
you
hope
know?
so.
So
If you guys need help, dude, just reach out for help, dude. Like, it's so easy. Like, maybe you don't have the money to go into rehab. Just start going to AA meetings, dude. Like, that's, like, the best thing you could ever do for yourself is go to an AA meeting. Find that AA group. Find a sponsor. And it'll all just come, dude. It'll all just come naturally, like. But you got to want it, you know. You got to want it. So, if you're struggling out there, reach out to an AA group. Go to your meetings. Get a sponsor. Use the tools and just build that strong foundation, and you'll be successful. I promise. But yeah,
I have.
where's that one going? Probably Dallas or Vegas. Yep, I know. No, just joking.
Just a fucking wild guess. So, my last question, man, is I always ask everybody this to wrap it up. On a scale of 1 to 10 for your happiness, where would you rate yourself right now? And then, what do you think if it's not a 10? What can you do to improve in the next year or whatever?
I don't
your
know. I'd
timeline
say like I'm a
is?
7 in happiness, and to improve my happiness, I don't know. Save my money, buy nice things, own stuff, ownership of things, of nice things. And
He's a materialistic kind of guy, a little bit.
Clean.
yeah, sobriety's number one. My recovery's number one right now in my life. And just, work on myself more and just be the best man I can. And then when, try to help others.
Well, we're all super proud of you, and we
Thank you.
all thank you as well for every laugh that you gave all of us. Because I know for me, that offered a time of escape from everything that was going on in my life. So
Kind
I
of forget about what's going on.
man, and I appreciate it more than you know.
No worries,
So
bro.
thanks for coming out, bro.
Roger Barry, you're the man,
You're the
dude.
fucking man, dude. Thank
Let's
you.
go have some
Let's
fun.
go have fun.
Okay.
For real.
Go to bed, Grump.
Go to bed, Grum.
And wake up.